then you want to download LSPDFR. Just go to the LSPDFR site and then download it. Do the setup, and it shouldn't take you that long. And once you do that, now we're on to the next step of the tutorial. Now if you go to your plugins, this is all you should see. You should see nothing else besides plugins, okay? Now we're going to install ELS, but here's where everybody gets tripped up. Right here is when everybody gets tripped up here. Everybody gets tripped up. We're going to click on emergency lighting system. Agree and download. And now, make sure you download the advanced hook version and then the LS v1.5 RAR. Because if you install the ELS first, then it just won't work. So, put the advanced hook in your game before you put the ELS version in your game. Grab it, drop it in there. Okay, now you need your actual ELS files. You have to do this or else ELS won't function properly. Drag it, drop it in there. Go ahead and refresh so all the files go where they need to. I press F5 so they all go in alphabetical order. Okay. Oh well, that's ugly. Hold on. Ew. Ew, why is that ugly? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't want to see that. Oh no, I might be cooked, guys. I want it back as normal. Oh my gosh, how do I get this back as normal? Preview page. Oh guys, I might actually be cooked here. Yeah, I might actually be cooked. List. Okay, this might not actually be this bad. Okay, well I guess we're just gonna do this. Okay, so now that ELS is installed, we're gonna download Grammar Police. It's literally easy. All you gotta do is drag it and drop it. Do not drag. If you see a Rage native UI, I will say this a million of times, don't drag and drop it. So what you need for your game to actually load right is you're going to need script hook. You need to download all these files. Script hook v, script hook v.net nightly. Okay. Then you're going to need Rage native UI. You're going to need to download Rage native UI as well. And then you're going to need to download native UI. And I guess I don't have it. For some reason it's not showing up. So whatever, I'll just download it again. Okay, so we're going to start with native UI. For all these, all you gotta do is just drag them and drop them into your game. This will help your game function right, and if not, and when you launch your game, you should have no problem getting into your game once you finally launch it for the first time. For this, all you gotta do is drag and drop everything you see here besides the README, the license, and the docs. Just grab every script hook .net you see here. Now for script hook v, You want to go to bin, then you want to go ahead and drag. You want to put in args text into your game, and put script hook v.dll into your game. Do not put native trainer in there. Okay, so those are all the essentials to get your game running. Now we're going to move on to the plugins. So now if you look in your plugins, since you install Grammar Police, you should have this. Okay. This is really bugging me. Like, really bugging me. You know what? I'll take that. I don't really mind it. Okay. So, now that we are in the game. Sorry, what? I'm bugging. I didn't know I was thugging. Let me look. Hold on, I'm looking at my plugins right now. Okay, we are going to download a mod called Scene. You're going to want to download a mod called Scene Manager. It's a great mod for roleplay that I'm going to be starting using in my videos. You want to grab plugins and input manager. Do not grab Rage Native UI. It will mess up your game and you will have to redo your entire game. Okay. Boom. Now, you got that in your game. You want to download a folder called Cop Holster. Again, it's a simple process. Grab the plugins folder, drag it, drop it. If it's gonna ask you for confirmation, and then now we're gonna do. Now we're gonna do stow that weapon. Very good plugin. Grab the plugins folder. Do not grab anything else. Drag it and drop it. Let's see what other plugins I got. Here, I'm going to have these side by side. Back weapon, cop holster, EUPDUB. Yeah, no, we're not going to download that. Okay, LSPDFR. Here's when the fun comes into play. 686 callouts. There's same as we did here. Grab it. Drag LSPDFR and plugins, not callout interface, API. You should already have that in your game with Grammar Police. That's the only time you need to install that. Okay, boom. Now we're going to move on to callout interface. I don't really use it a lot, but when I do, it's a pretty useful tool. Drag only the plugins folder here. It's probably gonna ask you for confirmation. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Computer Light. You can find that in Bigelow's plugins. It's not really that hard to find them. Computer Light plugins. Do not drag Rage Native UI. Boom. Then you want to download a plugin called Easy Loadout Continued. All of these are just like dragging and dropping. So this is what is going to be what. This is going to be easy until we get to the OpenIV part. And I know a lot of people. Okay, so we already have Grammar Police installed. I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I'm going to have LSPDFR, and as you see, we have Grammar Police installed right there. So, what I would do is I would change this around. I'm going to change my call sign to Sam44. Hopefully it actually lets me, and if not, then I'm going to have to use Notepad++. It actually letting me, no way. Okay, so now we're going to move on to immersive abation events. Just so you know, we're going to have to replace all of these callouts we're putting in my game with Blue Line Dispatch. And I'll tell you how to get it for free. Grab these 3 folders, drag it, and drop it. You're going to need this for riskier traffic stops, which is coming up after this next plugin, after this next callout. Okay, we're going to be downloading a plugin called Mic Callouts v18.0.3. He updates this pretty regularly, so drag it and drop it. Again, it's just dragging and dropping, dragging and dropping. Now we're going to download riskier traffic stops. And remember, you can edit these INIs however you want. Just drag the plugins folder, put it in there. That's what she said. Okay. We're going to download stop. We're going to download Stop the PED. If I can find it, I'll download it. Like, jeez. Stop. There it is. Okay, so. No, I don't want to buy anything. Bro, I don't want to buy nothing. Gonna drag it and probably ain't dragging and dropping anything. Okay. So that's Stop the PED. Now we're gonna download Ultimate Backup, and we are gonna have to go through. We're not going to be done. We're probably going to be done in like half an hour. Even though all these... If you want everything I have, then I recommend you follow what I do. Follow what... Because I'm going to install everything so it's ready for my next episode. Everything. So by the time we're going to do United Callouts, all these callouts can be found... All these callouts can be found on the LCPDFR's page. Now we're going to download urban callouts. And then we're going to download 2 more callouts. We're going to download a callout that says Daryl Callouts. And then we're going to download a callout called like Kuchero Callout or something like that. Search that up in LCPDFR and it should come up. Kuchero Callouts. Yeah, okay. What we're going to do is just drag it. Drop it. Do not grab the Racing native UI. Drag it and drop it. Right in there. Okay. So now we're done with... Well, are we done? Sorry, we're not done yet. I'm sorry, guys. You're going to want to download custom pullover. Trust me, your game is going to be feeling exactly like mine by the time this is installed. Highway callouts, I don't really... If you want to be a state trooper, if you want to be a state trooper, then this is perfect for you. Highway callouts is a great callout. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and back it up. We're going to back it up. Now we're going to download Blue Line Vibes, Blue Lines Dispatch. And all you gotta do is go to www.launcherleaked and it will be there. So just download it. And I already have it installed, and we're going to be teaching you how to do it. So when you have it installed, it should look something like this. Make sure you're on the main page of your directory. What you want to do, click on Blue Line Dispatch v2.6. Grab these plugins and drag them and drop them into your main game directory. This is going to replace the audio files from Grammar Police, and it's going to put in the new dispatch. So whenever you talk to dispatch through Grammar Police, she'll actually understand you. It's going to ask you to replace, just replace. It's going to ask me to replace everything, isn't it? So this might take a bit, as you can tell. Okay, so guys, what I say, if it's just gonna stop right there. Okay, so now we're done with. So now we're gonna do the Blue Line Dispatch 2.5 call out audio zip. I mean, it's simple to do this. It's pretty simple to do this. If you've been following with me this entire time in this video, then you should have no problem sticking with this part. What we're gonna do is go to LSPDFR, audio, scanner. Okay, now all you want to do is drag all the callouts you see here besides coastal callouts. So drag 686 callouts here. It's going to ask you to replace as long as you download all the callouts that I told you to. Boom. We're going to grab Daryl. Then we're just going to grab the rest of these plugins. Oh shoot. Radio Realism FR. Completely forgot to download this. Not even going to lie to y'all. I won't even lie to y'all. I completely forgot to install that. Download Radio Realism FR. Okay, now we can do what I said. So, go ahead and let me make sure I have everything. Bro, why do I hate my life so much? You don't have to add all these callouts, but I would recommend you to. Because it gives you a better roleplay experience. For me, I don't like being on call all the time, but I do like. Okay, and make sure I got everything. I got everything. So drag everything you see here into that main game directory. Make sure you're not clicked on anything, or else it will go in that file, and I don't think we want that. Then it's going to ask you to replace in a minute. Once it gets everything, it's going to stop. Again, ask you to replace. Just go ahead and press replace. If it keeps asking you to replace, just replace it. Okay. Oh, I might be old. And so if you listen, this is what the dispatch sounds like. This is what she sounds like.
If we have a civilian requiring an assistance, more info will follow.
That is the dispatch sound I use for my game. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and go down here. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and get rid of, well, don't get rid of the audio zip because you don't need it. Depending on your preference, if you want dispatch to read you the plate number and the record, then do improved plate audio. If you just want her to tell you the record, then do improved plate audio. I personally love improved plate audio, so I'm just going to drag it and drop it. It's going to ask you to replace. Just press replace. Okay, so now you can get rid of this. You can get rid of that. Okay, so what else do we have to install? I mean, we've basically installed everything here. I guess we gotta move on to the OpenIV part now. Okay, so I'm gonna close this because you're not gonna need it. Okay, what you want to do is install, search on your browser, OpenIV download, just like this. Then it should come up with something like that. Go ahead and download it and set it up. I already have it installed. I just gotta put it in the right folder though. Grand Theft Auto. This one. This one. There it is. Okay. Select folder. Oh, of course it doesn't have emission rights. Okay, so by the time I get this to start working, you guys should already be in. And if you're not in already, well, you should at least be setting it up. Go down. Let me just set my permissions real quick. If this ever happens, just press what can I do and then set permissions and then reload OpenIV, because you're not supposed to run OpenIV as administrator. You're really not supposed to. Okay, so we're gonna have this off to the side here. You are gonna need your your main directory for this. In your OpenIV, in the top right, press edit mode. Press yes. Install plugin for GTA 5. You need to install the ASI loader and OpenIV plugin for GTA 5. Or basically, just press ASI manager. Install all these files. Install this. Install this. Just click yes, because you're going to need a mods folder for this. Then go ahead and press close. So now you have everything installed in OpenIV. So now what you're going to do, we're going to download EUP. So go ahead and download EUP menu. I already have it installed. Just search, it's going to be found in the LCPDFR site. Just drag it and drop it. Boom. Okay. So now we're not going to be needing this. Well, actually, we are going to be needing it in a minute. So now what we're going to do is now that we have EUP installed, we're going to go ahead and download EUP Law and Order OIV. Make sure you download the OIV, guys. The OIV, or else this won't work for you. Drag it and drop it somewhere here. It doesn't matter as long as it's not here. Somewhere here. Okay? Click install. It's not the main directory. Install this to the mods folder. Install. This might take a bit because EUP Law and Order is an insanely big file. That's what she said. Then you're going to want to download EUP Serve and Rescue OIV. Do the same thing. EUP Serve and Rescue. Well, EUP Serve and Rescue. Install mods folder. Confirm install. This is for the paramedics and everything. Okay, so now your EUP menu has been installed. So then if you were to go into your EUP again, if you were to go into your EUP, you should find it. If you go into your Grand Theft Auto, you should see a thing that says EUP. Okay, well that's being kind of weird, but whatever. I think I downloaded the wrong EUP menu. Hold on. Yeah, I think I downloaded the wrong EUP menu. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Well. Okay, well. Shoot me in the face already, please. Okay. We're gonna download this file. Agree and download. Oh no, I had it right, so. Weird, okay. So, okay. And now, we have EUP Server and Rescue and Law and Order installed. Now we're gonna move on to the fun part, guys. Actually, no, we're gonna wait on the fun part. So now that you have Ultimate Backup and everything else installed. Actually, before we do that, we're gonna go into the configurations. We're gonna configure Computer Light because it needs to be configured. I'm gonna be teaching you guys on how to not let your game pause. Here, you know what? Let me do this. So it'd be easier so I can actually see. If you do not want pause when open, click it to no. Click save as, save, then close. Okay, now we're gonna go to stop the pen now. It has the same exact setting. And it says search key. We're gonna go down to permitted areas. Here, you know what? Control F, search. Search key F10. Key to tackle. I don't care about no buttons. I think it's this, so we're gonna change it to no. Okay, we're gonna save it. This is just so your game won't pause when you open things. Okay, so now we have all this installed in our game. Before we start modding into OpenIV, oh shoot, I forgot to download something. Okay, this current game version is not supported. Bruh. Why ain't it supported? Oh, I think I know why now. Okay, it's alright. We're just gonna uninstall LSPDFR. I gotta install everything back again. It's alright though. If you end up uninstalling LSPDFR, it is fine. It will not do anything to it. Your plugins will stay there. Everything will stay there. Everything will stay how it was, unless you move things. I'm just going to put this into my GTA 5 folder. This should be the newly updated one. Gonna put everything back in there. Let me just make sure this is the updated version. And here's my Rage plugin hook menu settings. Okay, so we're on the right one. I have my top plugin timeout threshold to the max. I do load these plugins in startup, back weapon, cop holster, EUP menu, LSPDFR, and C manager. Okay, and then boom. I just gotta add one more thing. It's called the Rich Police Enhancements. Okay, so like I said before, we're gonna launch Rage plugin hook to make sure everything is loading right. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, so what you want to do is download. This is going to help your game. So what you want to do, I put this in a folder myself, so this is my personal folder. So you want to do, you want to put pack file limit adjuster and heap adjuster.asi. So you want to grab so you want to download heap adjuster, pack file limit adjuster, and pack limit adjuster.ini, and all these that you see here. Download them, drag them, and drop them. They won't come in the same folder. Okay, so once you have that done, you're gonna want to be able to use. Now you're gonna want to use your OpenIV for this. You want to go to update.rpf, common data, press show in mods folder, and drag and drop the game config in there, and now you're all good to go. Another thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to x64 audio SFX, and you're going to want to find resident.rpf and weaponsplayer.rpf. Those are the two you're going to want to find. Resident.rpf is really important because we're going to use that for our sirens and everything. Copy the mods folder. So now we can just go through here, x64 audio SFX. Okay, so now that you have these installed, we're not going to do anything with them yet. We're just going to go ahead and run Rage plugin hook and make sure everything's working right. We should have over 100 items in our game by now. We're going to make sure every single file is working right. We're going to make sure everything's working right. Would you like... Is my script hook V out of date? My script hook shouldn't be out of date. So we're going to go ahead and load into the game. Won't even let me run the game. They keep saying it won't even let me run the game. What the heck's going on? But this is not a good look at all. Like, at all. Please just launch without giving me an error message. Script Hook V. There's no way. I may have put in the wrong script hook in my game. That may have been why I feel stupid. Script Hook V. GJ5. Script Hook. Download. I feel really stupid if I put the wrong script hook in my game. Again, we're gonna drag. Oh, by the way, you're gonna want to drag script hook. You want to just grab everything you see here. Son of a B word. Try again. Okay, so now you're gonna want to download a plugin called Simple Trainer V. Okay, so now we should be all good to launch the game now, if the game wants me to launch the game, of course. Let's kind of close these though. I got the latest script hook, so if it gives me a problem, I swear I'm gonna have a crash out. Okay, so on launch, everything seems to be working right, because if you download everything I said, your game should be working perfectly fine right now. Your game should be working perfectly fine. And now the real test is actually like getting on duty and everything, because a lot of problems are where when people get on duty, their LSPDFR crashes or something like that. That's some of the issues I've come across too. Because Rake's plugin hook wants to be a pain in my booty hole. So everything seems to be working in great. Again, I don't really have a lot of plugins right now. I don't like that. The 3 loaded plugins have 23 commands. Yo, buddy, can I please, like, not be in my car? Why am I bald? Ew. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and use the F4 console to go to the Mission Row PD. And as you see, if you downloaded this correctly,
hello there.
You should see guys with this uniform like this. You should. I don't.
Stop staring at me. It's assault.
I think she's lost it, guys. I think she's too far gone.
Come on.
Make sure LSPDFR is loaded, or else they will come after you for being. For some reason, they don't let you go past a certain area. So everything seems to be working great so far. No, I ain't not beat no girl. Really? I don't really. That's really all. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and get on duty and see if my game crashes. Okay, so everything seems to be loading in. Okay, that kind of scared me for a minute because... Yes, you are. Shut up. Yo.
Stop staring at me.
Well, guess it.
Staring
It's
at
assault,
me.
right?
It's assault.
Yep. Hold it. It's assault. Stop assaulting her.
I bet you're right.
Okay. We're just gonna get out a police outfit just for the sake of this video. My mid callouts is old version. See what I mean? He updates it regularly. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and say. I'm just putting these settings to myself.
Copy, send your traffic.
Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and say everything seems to be loading in good. Everything. Ready? Dispatch.
Dispatch, go ahead.
Show me 1041 available, thank you.
Copy, Sam, 44. I have you 1041. Have a great shift.
So she seems to be rating me. Requested go to backup.
All units, please respond to a robbery at the Vangelico's jewelry store on Portola Drive and Eastbourne Way. Unknown weapons.
In Rockford Hill.
Respond code 3.
Okay, so everything is everything loaded. Great. So now we know we can get on duty without this game crashing. We know that now. So now we're gonna move on to the modding. We're gonna go ahead and download a mod called Max Payne 3 Glock. Make sure you're back in your main directory, glock.oiv. This will make your weapon look like an actual Glock. Mods folder, always install these into the mods folder. And you know, just for the sake of it, since we're doing a Max Payne 3 Glock, we'll do the Glock sound next. So, how you are able to put the Glock sound in, you go to mods, x64, audio, SFX. You want to go to resident.rpf. Left click on weapons.awc, right click, export to open formats, and then put it wherever your GTA 5 is located. Well, apparently we're not doing that either. Okay, so go ahead and put it in there. Go ahead and refresh. You should see a weapons folder. Okay. So that's all you need for this. Well, wait. Well, I'm sorry. You're gonna need a different file too. So left click, right click, export to open formats, then find your GTA 5 folder. So now you should see two folders, weapons and PTL pistol. Now the gun sound I use for mine is body cam Glock sound. Okay, so raw files. We're gonna go resident raw files first. We're gonna open the weapons folder. Then we're gonna drag and drop all these files you see here. Replace them. Go on and exit out. Go to PTL pistol. Go to weapons, players, raw files. Drag and drop both of these into your game. That should sound like something like this. That's what the gun sound should sound like. And I'm dead. I think I'm honestly dead. That just killed my sound. Then once you install it, you want to make sure, go ahead and go back to the GTA 5 folder, then go back to mods, x64, audio, SFX. Then you want to go into your weapons and find that same thing. So we're gonna try to find the pistol, shot R. We're in the pistol, so we're not that far from it. PTL pistol, shot R. Huh. That's a little weird, mate. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and load up the game to make sure that those gun sounds are in there. And now, since we went on duty the last time, now the game should allow us to open the Rage plugin hook menu and just force duty now. It should let us do that. Again, clean start. Okay, we're gonna go to story mode with Rage plugin hook. By the way, let me know if you guys like my other mic or this mic, because I don't really know. Because I didn't like my other mic because it wouldn't like understand what dispatch was saying, and this mic I haven't heard what it actually sounded like yet, but I'm gonna check it later when I edit this video. Okay, now what you want to do is just go to PD. Then press F4, type in force duty, and then press enter. And as long as you went on duty the last time you were on LSPDFR, you can do this forever from now on. Instead of having to go all the way to the police station, going in there, then it's the whole thing. So, now what you should see is a gun, you should see a pistol, and a taser. This taser is default, because we haven't put the taser in mod in yet. And now if you downloaded everything correctly, you should see the Glock mod. Oh damn! I just sat his ass down. That's crazy. Anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna upload a part 2 to this. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.